I'm going to show you how you can use AI content creation to get businesses to pay you for content, even if you have zero experience, no clients, and honestly no idea what to post. Because right now, companies desperately need content, but most of them don't actually know what to create. And that gap has created a pretty big opportunity that almost nobody is really taking advantage of yet. And the interesting thing is, this isn't some future opportunity or something that might work one day. This is already happening right now. Businesses are actively struggling to keep up with content, and the ones that figure it out are the ones growing the fastest. Hey, I'm Justin, and not that long ago I kept seeing all these businesses posting terrible content, or just not posting at all. I knew they needed help, but I had no design skills, no marketing background, and honestly no idea what I'd even offer them. I tried creating content myself and it looked pretty bad. Like I'd spend hours trying to come up with ideas, writing captions, trying to make things look decent, and it still didn't feel good enough to actually show anyone. Then I started using AI to generate posts, captions, and even full content calendars in minutes. Suddenly, businesses were actually interested, and I realized this wasn't just a tool, it was something people would actually pay for. Now I use AI to create content for businesses without spending hours doing everything manually. And the big shift for me was realizing that I didn't need to be creative in the traditional sense. I just needed to know how to guide the tools and package the output into something useful for businesses. Why does this opportunity even exist? So you're probably thinking, what actually is AI content creation for businesses, and how do you make money from it? The idea is pretty simple. Every business needs to post content consistently. Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, emails. But most either don't have the time, don't know what to post, or they try and the content just isn't very good. That gap creates the opportunity because AI lets you create content quickly and consistently, and businesses are more than happy to pay for that. And if you think about it, most business owners didn't start their business to become content creators. A gym owner wants to run a gym. A real estate agent wants to close deals. A restaurant owner wants to focus on customers. Content is just this extra thing they know they should be doing, but it keeps getting pushed aside. What you're actually selling. Here's where most beginners get this wrong. They think they're selling AI content, but businesses don't really care about AI. They care about results. They want more customers, more visibility, and less time spent thinking about content. So instead of saying, I create AI content, you position it as something like, I help you stay consistent, or I create 30 days of content for your business. It's the same thing, but framed in a way businesses actually understand. Because from their perspective, AI is just a tool. They're not paying for the tool, they're paying for the outcome. The simplest service you can start with. If you're starting from zero, keep the offer extremely simple. For example, you create 30 social media posts per month for a business, including captions, ideas, and simple visuals. You're not trying to create perfect content. You're really just solving a consistency problem. And for most small businesses, that alone is actually really valuable. And honestly, this is where a lot of people overcomplicate things. They think they need to offer everything, videos, ads, funnels, strategy, when in reality, just helping someone show up consistently already puts you ahead of most of their competitors. How AI actually does the heavy lifting. This is where AI does most of the heavy lifting. You can use it to generate ideas, captions, variations, and even full content calendars. One idea like 5 tips for better sleep can turn into a carousel, a caption, a LinkedIn post, and even a short video script. What used to take hours can now take minutes, which is why this type of side hustle scales so well. And the more you use it, the faster you get. You start building your own prompts, your own templates, your own workflow, and suddenly something that used to take you an hour now takes 10 minutes. How to actually get your first client. Now you might be wondering how to actually get your first client. The key is to keep it simple and not overthink it. You don't need a website, logo, or following. Just pick a niche like gyms, real estate agents, or local businesses. Then look for people already posting inconsistently or posting low-quality content, because those are the ones that already need help. And once you start looking, you'll see this everywhere. It's actually kind of hard to not notice it once you're aware of it. Your outreach can be short and conversational. Something like, "Hey, I came across your page and noticed you're not posting consistently. I help businesses create content using AI so they don't have to spend time on it. Happy to send a few ideas if you're open." You're not hard selling, you're just starting a conversation. And that's really the goal. Not to close immediately, but to open the door. How much you can realistically charge. When it comes to pricing, keep it simple at the start. A lot of beginners charge around $100 to $300 per month for their first clients. Once you gain confidence and start getting results, that can move to $500 to $1,000 per month. Because AI speeds everything up, you can handle multiple clients without the workload growing too much. And this is where it gets interesting, because your time doesn't scale in the same way your income can. This is where it starts to scale. 5 clients at $300 is $1,500 per month. 10 clients becomes $3,000 per month, and most of the work is streamlined. At that point, you can raise prices, outsource parts of the work, or expand into additional services. How to make this easier and faster? To make this easier, just focus on 3 things. First, keep your offer simple so businesses understand it immediately. Second, do consistent outreach. Even 1 message per day to this adds up. Third, build a repeatable process so each client follows the same workflow. You don't need anything complicated, just something you can repeat. And this is what turns it from a random side hustle into something predictable. Real example of how this scales. Let's look at a quick example. You land a local gym and create 30 posts per month using AI and templates. Once you have a process, this might take 2 to 3 hours total, and they pay $300 per month. Repeat that with 10 clients and you're at $3,000 per month. And most of the work is still systemized. Now imagine improving that process slightly, increasing pricing, or adding a simple upsell like short-form video scripts. That's where this really starts to compound. The reason this works so well right now is timing. Businesses know they need content, and AI tools are improving fast, and most people still don't know how to use them properly. That creates a window where you don't need to be an expert, you just need to be slightly ahead. The biggest mistake to avoid. The biggest mistake people make is jumping between ideas. 1 week AI content, next week dropshipping, then affiliate marketing. Nothing ever gets traction. This only really works if you stick with it long enough to get your first client and repeat the process. And this isn't just specific to this. It applies to almost every side hustle. Consistency beats constantly restarting. And if you do this right, this can turn into a real income stream faster than most side hustles out there. So now you know exactly how AI content creation for businesses works. You find businesses that need content. Use AI to create it quickly, package it into a simple monthly offer, and land clients without needing experience or a big audience. This is one of those side hustles that's simple to start, easy to scale, and actually solves a real problem businesses already have. And if you want step-by-step guides like this for other side hustles, I've put together a collection of free guides covering multiple ways to make money online, all in one place. You can check them out on the Beyond 9 to 5 website. The link is in the description. They break everything down into simple steps so you can pick one that fits you and start quickly. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more videos showing side hustles that actually work.